Well, Code of the Road is a song that we came up with early on in the session, and it's a song about being on the road, and we had this original idea to do a themed record about the road and life on the road, and we have a few songs on the record that made it that have to do with just that very theme, and there's City Streets, there's Take Me Home, and Code of the Road is another song about being on the road. And we had the gist of the song pretty much done before we went into the studio, and right away, you know, Nick really gravitated towards that. And what we found when we played people demos is that they liked that song best. And when the record was done, it had to be the lead-off track to the album. So it kind of really just marks the record for us. Any kind of creative input that I can get from anyone, you know, to tell me how to play better. It happens on every record, and this record wasn't any different, you know. And Nick's really good at all instruments, and so that's where he comes in. I mean, he isn't who he is without being efficient on everything, so. Well, it was just really me and Nick in the studio when it came time to doing vocals, and I gotta say that this session was probably the hardest on my vocals ever. It got so bad that my voice trailed off and I almost lost it, and we had to take about a 5 or 6 day break in between the singing sessions. But we still got everything, and I sang a lot of it. We wrote. Before we even got to LA, we wrote out of my range. So it was actually my own fault because I came up with that stuff. But eventually, you know, after you sit with a piece for hours and hours and hours, there will be that one take where you get it. But doing vocals was fun because you really get to hear the end result of the song finally after months and months and months of listening to it in your head. With the vocals, you could finally hear how it's really going to sound. And we just set up a mic at Studio 606 with Dave Grohl behind me, and we went for it.
I live by the code of the road. Nobody knows a single place I go. Been a long time on this lonely road, yeah. If you've seen it once, I've seen it twice before, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time. We had a great time with Nick. He's a super cool dude. There's a few things about him that struck me. I've got a lot of the records he's produced. Personally, I've bought them and I have them. Second of all is we come from a very similar musical background. We like the same bands, the same albums, the same songs. Just so when it came down to musical decisions for our album, I really trusted his opinion because it was coming from a place that I'm familiar with. So it was a really cool way to, you know, we met on the same page that way.
Fuck yeah, Danko! Here we go again, you ready? Alright, my friend. Let's rock like a bitch.
Well, Never Too Loud, it's our 4th studio album. It's coming out spring of 2008. It's all things rock. All facets, all shades. We, for previous albums, we wanted it a little catchier, we wanted it a little heavier. For this record, we just wanted to encompass all the great things about hard rock that we personally listen to and put it on an album. And that's pretty much what we did. We vibed on it, we had fun with it. I still listen to it, and I've heard it about 5,000 more times than you have, and it still holds up. And I think people will really listen to it, and after they listen to it a bunch of times, they'll hear new things, because I'm still hearing new things that I forgot we did. So that's Never Too Loud. And to turn it up to 12, because the cliche is 11, so turn it up to 12 because we're one higher than the cliche. And just turn it up, ruin your hearing, like totally destroy it. I'm destroying my hearing as days go by, and it's actually pretty cool to do.